Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another exciting meeting of Bright Being Toastmasters Club. I am Anshul Mishra and I'm going to be the Sergeant at Arms for the club today. The mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. To ensure this, please follow certain ground rules. Please ensure all cell phones are on silent or switched off mode. You have 10 seconds to recheck. Please speak responsibly about religion, sex, or politics in your speeches. Use the feature of raising a hand, applause, and thumbs up when needed. Don't use Zoom messaging in between the speeches until it's required. Until not required, please put yourself on mute during the meeting. If playing the role, no need to check whether you're audible or not. One of us will let you know if the sound is coming or breaking. Please make sure that all the role players have added their role name as prefix and real name as suffix to the username of the meeting. For example, I am changing my name to the tmod for the day. So tmod underscore Anshuman. Please feel free to do that. Now, I'd like to hand over the stage to the perseverant presiding officer of Bright Wing Toastmasters Club, who's continuing his first fantastic 6 months stint into the second leg. And I hope he's able to take the club to a glorious transition post oration, which is in another 4 months. For now, I'd like to invite on the stage Toastmaster Arin to begin the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Arin.
Hello, all. Sorry, having some technical issues, but welcome to the Bright Beginning Toastmasters meeting. Today, we're having an interesting little session where we will have table topics and an interesting discussion from our team on Toastmaster Anshuman. I would like to take a minute to discuss with our guest today what their intentions are. Hi, to be Toastmasters Rajit.
Hey, hello, Aryan, I guess, right?
Yes, just wanted to discuss with you, ask you about what are your intentions, what are you planning to get from today's session.
From today's session, I was looking at the pathways in TM website and I found them to be interesting. Then I thought that, okay, let's join a meeting and see how it proceeds and how everyone is talking and how they are making their speeches, their evaluations, etc. So I guess, yeah, it's more of an exploratory and out of curiosity. So I'll be looking at that.
Great, great. Hope you enjoy, hope you learn new things. And I think we should begin with the meeting. And I'll hand over the stage to our brilliant team on today, Toastmaster Anshuman. Over to you. You're on mute.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Arin. I think we are all familiar with the term change. That change is inevitable. There are changes which are micro every day, and there are macro changes happening at the level of humanity, at the level of universe, which affects us all. And managing change is an inherent activity we do as individuals day after day. Some folks approach change in a reactive fashion. The change happens, we are reacting, adapting, evolving, and ensuring that we are on top of that change. However, there are times we have to push for that change. We have to push to transform not just ourselves, but the the region, the community, the influence all around us, and be the leader of a transformative change. So, today's theme, what we'll be exploring, is how to lead a transformative change. Minor changes day to day are much easier to tackle, but leading transformative change, that transformative change from a personal standpoint can be, for example, say 20 kgs weight loss. That's a transformative change. Or transformative change of becoming a world championship public speaker. And from an influencing standpoint, it can be starting, say, $100 million startup, or becoming the vice president or director of your company within a span of an year. These are transformative changes which do not work by the rules of the typical changes that we drive on a day to day basis. We'll be exploring how to drive transformative changes today. But before I do that, I'd like to introduce you to the format of the meeting. So, the typical Toastmaster meeting is composed of three sections. One is the prepared speech section, where a prepared speaker comes and delivers a speech evaluated by an evaluator who gives the evaluation of the speech at the end of the speech. Second is the table topic section, where we give 1 to 2 minutes of spontaneous speech, which all of us will be participating today. And last but not the least, we have the evaluation section, where the general evaluator, along with his or her team of evaluators, gives feedback on how folks performed for the day. And to spearhead that, I'd like to invite Toastmaster Aryan, who's going to be the general evaluator for today morning, to take the duty forward. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshuman. So, as general evaluator, we are not having a speech session today. We will be having a table topic section. So, I will be evaluating the table topics as table topic evaluator, and on top of that, I will be keeping note of any usages of grammar that can be improved, any hours, filler words, and also the time. Toastmaster Divya, would you like to take any of the tag rules? Any of the tag rules that you're interested in, feel free to let me know which one would you like to.
Actually, I might have to leave in between the meetings, so for not today. Like,
No issues. Then
thank you
I'll
so much for understanding.
no issues.
I can
I'll
take
have
the
you.
timer role, Toastmaster.
You will take the timer roll, Anshuman.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Great. So Toastmaster Anshuman, you can just give a brief about the timer roll, and then we can move forward with the meeting. Over to you.
Right. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan. As a timer, my duty, since today we're just doing table topics, will be to time each of the table topic speeches in the sphere of 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I'll be showing the green card, and 1.5 minutes yellow card, and 2 minutes green card, which is a signal to conclude the speech. And you'll have 30-second grace period to conclude the speech. I look forward to all your speeches. And back to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
All right, thank you. I will be coming back at the end of the meeting for the whole evaluation of the meeting, the evaluation section. As brief, Toastmaster Anshuman has explained the timer role. For the grammarian role, we will be going over the usages of grammar that can be improved, the usages of grammar that were particularly good throughout the meeting. And for the R counter role, we will be counting any filler words throughout the meeting, and we will discuss that at the end of the meeting. That's it for the evaluation brief. Back to you, Timot.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan. Yes, Toastmaster, the way if you want to go for TTM, you can, or you can tag team with Toastmaster Aryan to do the TTM activity.
Thank you. One session I can do. I have actually thought of one interesting activity, which let's see how it goes. I have not tried it before in any of the meetings, so let's see. One session I can take.
Yeah, today is the right time. Before I go to that, I'm curious, has any one of you done a transformative change in your life or in your community in the past? Do you have an example which you think like was beyond your normal sphere of thinking? Like
Yes.
any transformative change that you drove for yourself or your community, like your family, community, which you felt, oh my God, what have I done? Like this is beyond my imagination.
I can share one example. It's not directly related to what it is you are asking, but probably somehow related. So for the longest period of my time, I was like an introvert person, not talking to anyone, just doing what was asked to me to do, and being a very good student, being a good, very worker in the office, kind of. But somehow, after being a motherhood or during COVID, like Toastmaster community, It changed. I have come out as an extrovert person. I realized I like talking to people. I realized I like sharing my ideas. So it's one of the transformative change which I have realized within myself. There is not one single factor which made it happen. It's just multiple factor. And I have feeling I'm yet to realize my full potential, but I'm loving this change. And Toastmaster has definitely been a one of the biggest platform which has given me this opportunity and the development, transformation, or whatever it is.
Thanks, Toastmasters. That definitely qualifies as a transformative change, and I agree. Even for me, Toastmasters has been pivotal. That Anshuman before Toastmasters and after Toastmasters has been a different person in terms of confidence, in terms of whatever public speaking skills I have. I owe a lot to Toastmasters. So definitely, I think
Yeah.
in a
But yeah, like I remember with my parents going to this family gatherings or the Rotary Club gathering. I was like the person who was sitting at the last chairs, not performing anything, singing and dancing. And just last year, there was a Independence Day celebration in my society, and I decided to MC that because I had experience of being teamed for like during Toastmaster meeting, and I did a that role in front of 200, 300 people. The Rev 5 years back would have never imagined, would have never said yes to that. But it was fun. It was
wow,
fun.
that's so good to know. Thanks for sharing Toastmaster Divya. Anyone else like any transformative? Yes, Toastmaster.
There's a couple I remember. One that comes to mind, it happened around 3 or 4 years back, so most of you would not know. I used to be quite fat for all of my childhood, and I managed to lose 20 kgs in 5 months. That was a transformative journey for me. It was quite fun. Yes, that's my transformative journey.
Wow,
How
and
were you able to do
right,
that?
right, exactly. My question
That's
too.
the point. That's the question.
So I would not recommend what I did. It was an unusual practice. I read a few books on it, and the books recommended that the less amount of meals that you eat, the less calories you will consume. So in the end, what happened was for about 3 4 months, I would eat dinner, drink water throughout the day, and then eat dinner the next day, and then water, and then dinner. So only dinner. That was my diet.
But did you experience any cons of that also?
Not particularly. Maybe a couple days I had lightheadedness, but you can drink like lemon water and stuff like that, so that kind of fixes it.
Okay, one meal a day sort of
Yes,
regime. Oh
yes.
man. Okay, got it. There are no recommendations happening here, by the way.
No,
So
not
please,
recommended.
yeah, please follow your own
Consult your
or
health
yeah,
expert.
consultant's advice. Just sharing your personal experiences, which may or may not stand out to be true for each one of us. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan. That is true. I think driving transformative changes entails going above and beyond what we are thinking of currently. So, to do that, first of all, um, there has to be linked to a future identity which is different than current ones. We need to pause, think what a North Star is, and really visualize achieving that by each one of ourselves. So, for example, I want to become a world champion public speaker. I need to sit down, close my eyes, visualize by each one of my cells by iota that I'm already on that stage, performing, achieving. Then what happens is that your mind starts to say that no, no, this can't happen. This is not possible. Anshuman, your skills are not up to the mark. You can't do it. Your past version has not been able to do it. How can your future version do that? And then the next steps start. We'll talk about the next steps in the next section. Before that, let's head on to practicing our spontaneous public speaking section, speaking skills rather. And to hit that, we have two Toastmasters. We have Toastmaster Divya and Toastmaster Aryan, who are going to spearhead the table topic section today, starting with Toastmaster Divya to lead the way. Over to you, Toastmaster Divya.
Hi. So I have thought of a different idea today for conduct this table topic section. It is kind of just not improving personal impromptu skills. It will help you improve your listening and conversational skills, which are very important in day-to-day life. So, as an example, I would like to go ahead with Anshuman and Aryan first. Maybe you can be the first pair, and then onwards, I will ask other Toastmasters or even guests who have joined today to come along. Okay. So, I will be providing you a scenario situation where you have to do a conversation with each other. Normally, the table topic has a time duration of 1 to 2 minutes, but as it is involving two people, we will have time duration of 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. So I will be providing, as you both are doing it, I will be acting as a timer. Let me prepare for that role as well. So I'm giving you a situation. You have to do a conversation as a day-to-day life. The situation for you guys is uh, you are colleagues in a be as much as imaginative you can. There is no hard and fixed rule for this topic. So you are colleagues, you happen to meet in a cafeteria, you are from the different teams, you have developed a app which will help singles find dates, and you are discussing its pros and cons. You can relate to the thing which previous Toastmaster has said, or maybe you can even neglect what they are saying. It's up to you how you would like to take this conversation forward. You are office colleague working in different teams. You are randomly meeting in a cafeteria. Just start with a like, give a dramatic touch to it. Happy to notice you, or all that, and take the conversation forward. Perfect. Just let me open the timer and I will give you a clue as well when to start.
I have the timer open to Smadhivya, so
You can manage that? Perfect.
we can do that.
Perfect. Okay. So good to go. Toastmaster Anshuman and Toastmaster Aryan demonstrating as a conversation between a colleague happen to meet in a cafeteria about an app.
Hey, buddy, what's up? You're glowing so much. What happened?
I don't know. I don't feel good about the app. I don't think it's gonna work. I
Why
mean,
so? Like, I felt really good about the UI, the idea. I'm sure
yes,
it's going to work.
I thought finally I wouldn't have to be single anymore, but the app didn't even work for me, so how can it work for anybody else?
So let's get down to the basics. So what
Okay.
is the app all about?
The app is about finding your partner, not being single anymore. That is why the app's name is Single No More, right?
That's an exciting name and the idea.
But it
So
feels
what?
like a false promise because it's not even true for me. I've been using the app for months now. How can we?
Maybe you're so close to the app, you might not be trying it as you desire the audience to try. You might be getting to the nuances of it. So what is the basic mechanism? How is it different from the other ones in the market like Tinder, Bumble, and all? What makes Single No More the best app possible to for the single folks?
I think one thing that definitely marks us out is that in when you're signing up for the app, you have a question about what you're looking for. Are you looking for something, short term, long term, so that only people who are looking for your category of thing will be matched with you. But it seems that everybody is lying on the app. Everybody is saying they want something, but they want something else. And yeah,
Got it.
the app is filled with ugly people, I think.
So you're saying the lying part of what the likes mentioned are may not be correct. So is there another way we can figure out the interests of folks, like for example, putting some quizzes or taking interviews beforehand, some innovative idea which might be different than already there in the market?
I don't know. I think you should give me an idea. You know better than me.
I think a quiz sounds a good idea to me, that the
Okay.
result of the quiz is my liking. But one can fake a quiz, but we can figure out questions which are, say, metaphorical, which can't be directly answered, to get to derive the probable likelihood that this person likes this or that, and that may solve for it. But then what is the next step? For example, I go by the liking and I'm figuring out, oh my god, this is the person I want to check out. Then how does the conversation happen? Is it similar to on chat? Is there a phone feature?
So
What do
it's
you think?
exactly like somebody might reach out to on Instagram or Snapchat. Just text them, began talking to them, call them, and you set up a date.
And do you have any AI features also? The AI integration. The AI can talk on your behalf.
Not so far. What do you think we can include with AI?
Why not? Like AI
Oh,
assist sort of.
AI girlfriend.
Rather AI
If you can't
assisted that
if you
chat.
can't find someone on the app will be your girlfriend.
Why not? We can say added feature can be till you find a person, you have an AI girlfriend companion.
At least you're not single. I guess I do have a girlfriend on it.
So this can be a good one for the folks who have had breakups also. So so we have like a lifetime not lifetime subscription, till marriage subscription or till partnership subscription. Till you find a person, you have an AI alternative. But when
Yes,
you do find,
and you can incorporate different functions in the AI to fix whatever problem they're dealing with. Are you dealing with a breakup and you want to just be sad, or are you looking for something, or are you
yes,
looking for me to for the AI girlfriend to help you find an actual girlfriend, be your
wow,
mentor, be your coach?
that's an inception level idea. I'm sure it'll be a great hit. Thank you for discussing with me, Toastmaster, not Toastmaster. Aryan. I look forward to see you in the next chai chat of what the
Definitely.
potential app is. Thank you. Over to you.
TTM.
Yeah, Toastmaster Divya.
Oh, it was definitely a tough challenge. And it was interesting that I could sense that the initial conversation, I could see some friction between you two. And Toastmaster Aryan was like, "Yeah, you have done everything wrong. It's not working out." But later on, there was humor part came into, and everything felt like quite a friendly conversation it went to. But in the starting Toastmaster, Aryan, you could have said anything else. Like immediately, Anshuman was not sure of you gonna talk about the app only, though I have given that topic. But in general, if you happen to meet someone in cafeteria, you will not bring the work very immediately. Just give him a breather, ask something else. How is the weather? How are you doing? What are you drinking? Or anything else. And then maybe come on the subject.
Okay.
Okay, just maybe if you are very workaholic, just want to get done things, or maybe if he has already given you an indication that he's coming to cafeteria and let's talk about it, it could be probability that you immediately
Yes.
started with that. But brilliant, like imagination was well done. So the next I will take Webhub and Satyaket. Toastmaster Satyaket, I'm right. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Webhub and Satyaket. Okay. So you are neighbor, you are living in the same society or condo. You happen to meet in a lift and you are talking about how your society is not clean or how the management is not doing their work properly. Ready? Okay. Toastmaster Satyaket and Toastmaster Webhub conversing as a neighbor happen to meet in a lift talking about society cleanliness. Here you go.
Hey, Satiket, how are you?
yeah. Hi, Vaibhav. I'm fine. I'm fine. How about you?
Um, yeah, I'm doing good, yeah, but look at this left and all palm stains in the corner. What is happening to the society?
Yeah,
We need to raise this issue.
I remember the time when we had moved in. So it was really clean and well maintained, specifically. But per se, mostly in the last couple of weeks or other months, it somehow has deteriorated. I think it's about the change in management that has come up. I mean, in these in charges who are there in the cleaning staff. So that could be a factor. I think we should raise it in our next community meeting, right? Such that it's highlighted. We should put in our voice that okay, this needs to be improved upon. What do you think?
No, definitely, definitely. I mean, everybody is complaining on the WhatsApp channel and on the community forum. People keep talking about keeping the society clean and doing all our bit. But then you see all these society people littering around. I saw this uh, and a lady yesterday walking her
Yeah,
dog in the lawn, and the dog did her business and she just moved on. And how can you keep the society clean if you have people like these, like and
yeah.
educated people, man? I
So I
mean,
think
this is
I think what needs to be done is if we can coordinate and go for a cleaning drive on weekends, maybe when cleaning drive amongst our own community, the people who stay here. So that will essentially not only clean the society, but also have this sense of responsibility that okay, we need this is our place and we need to keep it clean. So it's a part of it because there's one thing that's the cleaning of the area, and the other thing is maintaining that or rather sustaining that cleanliness. So that could be catered if we go for that one cleanliness, sort of volunteerism drive. That can be an idea that we can pitch in.
Yes, definitely we can. Also, we need to put all these boards around in different languages. Uh, so people actually, when they're reading it, they like get the sense. Yeah, we need to keep our society clean. We definitely need to do something to make sure that people that people are taking active part. And what about the maintenance fee, man? I mean, we're paying so much money for the maintenance,
Yeah,
and yet the maintenance is going to the dogs, man. Like, look at all these open pipes and
yeah.
peeling paint. That also makes the society look dirty.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's twofold. One is that first is that the maintenance people, the team that's in charge of maintaining the society, we need to hold them more accountable, and specifically point them that why is this particular uh, you know area not well maintained? Why is it not? I mean, why has the light not being changed if it's under maintenance? And secondly, we should you know prohibit anyone who in front of us who is trying to litter the area or maybe damage park at any unforeseen location or rather unreserved location, so that we should do it as a citizen itself, as a society a citizen of the society itself. So
Yes,
these two things.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, it's good meeting you, Satyakit, and I mean, we should bring this up in the next society meeting. Well,
yeah,
I'll be taking off. Good seeing you, man.
yeah. It's a change. It will take some time. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
definitely. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster or guest Vaibhav and Toastmaster Satyakit for attempting it. Very well attempted, but I was still waiting for some initial conversation rather than jumping on the subject. Like, ask anything. Maybe I attended the session on you have to connect before you speak, and I'm too hellbound on this. It's very fresh in my knowledge, and that's why I'm giving that feedback. Like before you
I think
speak about the subject, connect is very important. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think so. Atusma there because, like you mentioned in your premise, that we were neighbors and we met
Hmm.
in the left. I think the connect was already there because we are neighbors living in the same society. So that's why I did not really push on the connect part. I jumped right into it because when I meet somebody in the left from my society, we start complaining right away. Like there is no hello I.
Yeah, but it was somewhere also sounding like a rather than a neighborly conversation, it was like sounding like a office conversation or a board meeting kind of. But that kind of points were coming up. But interestingly attempted, very well done. It was not easy to attempt it. So good over there. So Sarajit and Nalnish, would you like to attempt to?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd love to. Yeah.
Okay, so easy scenario for you guys. I are you Toastmasters or are you attempting it for like one or two, three times?
So I've played improv, so I have some experience of this from before.
Okay, so I will give you an easy scenario. Sarajit, you can be a shopkeeper who has a
Mhm.
clothes store, and Nalnish is your client or customer who has come to buy something from you.
Okay.
Okay.
So Toastmasters, Srajit and Nalnish,
Okay.
scenario or conversation between a shopkeeper and a customer. Here you go.
Arey, Nalini sir, long time no see. What have you come to buy today? A sari for your wife or what?
Yes, yes. So basically, I need to buy something, some clothes like a t-shirt and pants as well. So, like, did you get a good uh,
Yes, sir. Yes.
collection?
Yes, sir, I have a great collection. So, see, this is a new t shirt that we brought up. This is only for
Hmm.
10,000 rupees. And this is a limited edition t shirt that was worn by Virat Kohli when he was playing for RCB when he won. So, I think that this is a steal deal for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Sarjeet, I would really say that I came with the budget only 20,000. So, in that, I had to conclude my dressings and for my wife as well. So, just grab the things within that budget. And like the color you showed that I don't like. I need colors. Those should be like not much highlighted or not much bright.
So, sir, you came alone. Why didn't Bhabhi ji come? I wanted her to come also. She would have selected for herself, no? Why did you just come by yourself? You should have brought
Because
her.
I'm if I'm letting her come, so that will be a good chaos because she will take time and that will be like money will be vanished in her clothing only. That's the main reason.
No
So
problem, sir. So, I'll
I
give you
do
the.
I do have some pictures and some collections she sent to me over the WhatsApp, so I can show those pictures to you and you can just get that.
Yes, sir,
So yeah,
please show me the pictures.
yeah. So these are the pictures that you can see.
Oh, sir, this is the exact sari that Aishwarya Rai won in Guru. And
Yeah, it is
to
I think
your luck,
Banaras,
I
but
have this in my
it was
store. Shall I get
yeah
it? It's only 40,000
yeah
rupees. But I think that it is a great offer for you. And I think
yeah.
that you'll also become like Dhirubhai Ambani if your wife starts
Oh
wearing
my
this sari.
Yeah, make sure Sarjeet when I'm going to home, she won't beat me. Okay, either I have to come up again and get this change. So make sure you are getting the correct thing.
Okay, sir, no problem. We have a replace policy for 1 hour. So in 1 hour, if you can go back and come back, and if you want to replace it, then we can do it. It's fine. Our customer is our king, so it's
Mm,
fine.
manipulative. You are so manipulative, man.
Sir, so you know this Khanna Jewelers and Khanna Collections, right? We are the biggest name in the market.
Oh.
So, okay, so no problem. I'll show you some pants. Here is the
Hmm.
pant that Charlie Chaplin wears in his skits, and I think that this will make you very popular amongst the crowd. So, would you like to try on these? You can go in the trial room. You can try there. There are no
I
camera there. I have
can,
made sure of it.
like this is really tight. I don't want to wear those things. Can you get some other things
Okay,
like
sir.
that
Okay, sir, no
pockets and
problem. I'll just cut from side. And now this has become loose. Now you can go and try in the trial room. I've turned off the camera again. You can go.
okay, let me try. If you are saying, I know, Sarjeet, you are a good manipulative again.
Sir, I feel attacked. No problem, sir. Uh, why don't I'll just pack up few of the things that you selected. And I think that this only is 30,000. I have given you multiple discounts and I think you can extend your budget a little.
Okay, Sarjit, in this case, I would really like to change these two pants, and if you can get them replaced because these are really I don't like them, so you can get this change.
Sorry, sir.
And
Shop
collect-
closing time. Bye bye. I think that's it.
Well done, two of you. Swajit, your body language was amazing, and how you could introduce the imaginary object of checking the photos he has shown you. So brilliantly enacted, and even so many parameters, different things you can bring into picture. Well done.
Thank
So I
you.
will give the stage to next Timod or An- Aryan, who is acting as a table topic master too for the next session, whatever convenient.
Maybe Toastmaster, do you want to give a topic Toastmaster Divya to practice?
The scenario? Okay.
Not maybe not scenario, but
Okay.
a topic.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Toastmaster Divya, what is one transformative change you have made in your life in the last week? What is one transformative change you have made in your life in the last week? Toastmaster Divya.
So the last week is when I realized We have just finished Jan month, or 1 by 12th of year has already passed, and the goals which I set for myself, I have not even touched achieving them. Forget about achieving. The plan which I laid down for myself, I have not worked on it at all. One issue I realized why I am not doing is, one, I am not consistent. The second is I'm not even starting it. Forget about finishing it. So, what was taking my time? Instead of doing the goals which I wanted to achieve, what actually I was doing? I realized I was scrolling a lot. So, what transformative change I have done now, I have limited my Instagram and Facebook only for 1 day a week. I have deleted the app completely. So, that's the only solution which I could find for myself. And whenever I am installing it, I'm just using it for 10 minutes and again deleting it. Other thing is, I realized why I was not able to work on my goals is I was missing the accountability part. So the goals, there are certain areas where I wanted to work. Now I have put a poster or a kind of a paper where they are marked, where I'm manually required to tick them every day if I am spending sufficient time on that task. So it's kind of helped to build little bit of accountability. If it was just there in my mind, I was not doing it. But now it is also present physically in front of my mind, and I am required to tick it. So it's kind of building more accountability in me. So this is the two changes which I have done, and hopefully I achieve what I dream of achieving in 2026. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmasters Divya, for an excellent session. Thanks a lot, Toastmasters Aryan, for providing a topic to Toastmasters Divya to also practice. And I hope all of us had a productive table topic session. Moving on, how to drive a transformative change when we have visualized what we require to be changed, then is the time to take action. And action can't be put for future, it has to be an immediate sprint. So the energy you derive by visualization should ideally be put into a 90 or 100-day sprint to take the next immediate step possible to achieve that dream. So, for example, since we're talking about being a world championship public speaker, if you feel like being a world champion speaker, what should you do next? Number one, enroll for a Toastmaster meeting or a Toastmaster community or any public speaking engagement in your community. As you Toastmaster Divya mentioned, being an MC in a society or being a speaker in your office or just volunteering for any, say, children's activity where you're able to exercise your vocal cords and be a better individual in terms of public speaking. Second, say watch YouTube tutorials, Udemy tutorials, or take coaching or mentorship of how you can improve uh, your speech and iterate and learn. With every action we take, we learn something, we imbibe it in the next one, keep on improving. And that's the second crucial part of it, the guidance part. All of us work differently of how we learn. Some of us might like one-on-one coaching, some of us might like to be part of group, learn from the group, some of us may like to learn individually. We have to figure out how to learn, from whom to learn, what's our best way to learn, to optimize, to keep on, as Kaizen says, small incremental improvements as we take action. um, they say deliberate practice, not just practice, deliberate practice. Deliberate practices, learning from the previous instance, incorporating in the next one, and keeping on iterating. So if you visualize, take immediate sprints actions for 90 to 100 days, take right guidance through online, one-on-one, group coaching, reflections, there's nobody in the world who can stop you from achieving your dream or being on the path to achieve that dream. The timeline is dependent on a baseline. So, for example, if I can't speak English today, tomorrow if I have to become a world championship speaker in English language, may take much longer time. Say someone who has already had experience with that language. But there is absolute guarantee that if you are on a path, keep on applying this method. Nobody in the world can stop you to achieve any dream of your desire. I hope we are able to implement any part of the practice to our future self. For now, let's bring up the evaluation section to see how we performed in the meeting. I'll hand over the stage to Toastmaster Aryan to conclude the proceedings with the general evaluation section.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Anshman. As you must know, in trying to change, in trying to grow, feedback is very important. Unless you get the right feedback and you know what you have to work on, you will not be able to grow in the right direction. And that is why we have the evaluation section in any meeting. So first we'll have the tag team go through. First we'll have timer Toastmaster Hunchman tell us the times that we took in our speeches. Then I will go on to the counter grammarian and then the overall table topic evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster Hunchman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan. We had a brief session today in which the first two speakers, Toastmaster Aryan and Toastmaster Anshuman, took 2 minutes 38 seconds for their dialogue. Next, we had Toastmaster Bob and Toastmaster Satyaket, who took 2 minutes 43 seconds. And then we had soon to be Toastmaster Shrajit and soon to be Toastmaster Nalnish, who literally nailed their table topics, fantastic table topic. They took 2 minutes 36 seconds. And Toastmaster Divya, in her single speech, took 2 minutes 12 seconds. I look forward to further speeches from all of us. Over to you, Toastmaster R.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hunchman. I have not many points on the grammarian and account front, but a lot of overall table topic feedback for all of us. First of all, thanks a lot, Toastmaster Divya, that you tried something new, something innovative. Experimenting always makes the meetings interesting, gets all of us to learn. I think you did something very well. You briefed all of us about the topic, especially since we have guests included. That's something that I was comparatively clear on. I felt slightly in the first table topic while you were handing the stage over to me and Shuman, I was slightly unclear when I had to speak and when, when our time was about to begin. I think if you have a good explanation of the topic that you give once, then the speakers are comparatively clear, unless, so you don't need to repeat it, I guess, is my feedback. Besides that, great ideas. It was quite an interesting conversation. Overall, I think we all had a sense of, that we're not having a conversational conversation because we're speaking in front of an audience. So we're speaking in a different tone. I don't know how to fix that. I would love any insight on that from you in the future, Toastmaster Divya. But beside that, on the small talk front, I think I'm not a guy for small talk, so I just go to the point straight away anyway. So that's what I did here also. But beside that, great idea, very innovative, very fun for all of us. Going on to the individual topics. First, I'll go to the first, which was Anshuman and I. On that front, I think it was a great conversation. Not many awkward pauses or confusions. Not much feedback for me to go on there. Second, we had Satyaket and Vaibhav. I think that was also very well done. The fact that you had a little bit more neighborly small talk in the beginning of how's the weather and yeah, man, it's so bad, all the dirtiness around here. That was quite a good segue that you had. I think that was well done. Not many recommendations for you guys. I think well done. Coming to be Toastmasters Rajit and to be Toastmaster Nalish, also well done. I think to be Toastmasters Rajit, you used your imagination very well of having the phone. I think your experience with improv is particularly showing here for sure. You were able to show that you're not kind of anxious to just like randomly create something new and I did the clock thing that the time is running out and you just close the shop. So very well done that you impromptu were able to just completely change the situation. Toastmaster Nalinish, well done. You were able to incorporate things like, the wife and just funny stuff. Overall, quite an engaging session for me, the table topic section. And that's my feedback overall. Tmod also had some great points to bring up. Change is a very important um, theme for all of us in our lives with Toastmasters, with Jan coming to an end. Most New Year's resolutions are beginning to fall apart right about now. So it's quite a time apt topic to choose. And yeah, that's my evaluation. Back to the Tmod. Anyway, anything to add? Feel free to add. Back to you, Tmod.
Thanks a lot, General Evaluator. I hope all of us had a fantastic morning. I did. I'm surprised by the quality of meeting we were able to produce. Earlier, this was supposed to be a competition session, but the schedule change led to quite a spontaneous meeting, and I'm sure all of us enjoyed this meeting. I look forward to all of us visualize thinking of a transformative change, no normal change. Let's think how we can lead to transform in 2026. Because anyhow, if we don't do it, we know what is a bigger factor at play here, which is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is going to ensure there's going to be transformative change. But do we want to ride that wave, or do we want to be one step ahead of the wave? If we want to be one step ahead of the wave, we have to consciously think, sit today, think how we can transform the world by using AI or by using our power of transformation, and not react to the situation, rather than be one step ahead of the situation. The world is changing fast. We have to change faster, and that requires only a single word: transformation. Yes, Tosma, the way you had your hand raised.
Yes, two different areas of questions. So first, after you spoke about AI and transformation, so I was checking, scrolling on Instagram. So there are these kinds of reels coming, like it's replace your scrolling practice with scrolling with micro learning. Learn these 10 apps for 40 days and you will see a big transformation. That kinds of videos I am seeing on my feed. So as far as I go, I am using just Copilot and Chat GPT. So for my day to day, my work doesn't require me to use much of AI tools, or it is my work is not much affected by AI as of now, is what I can say. But in general, day to day life, do you have any recommendation of app as a beginner I can try, which will be helpful, or how I can incorporate AI into my life?
Right. Since I'm employed by Google, I am
Or
restricted
like
maybe to share, but
Gemini?
Toastmaster Aryan can share candidly on what he thinks about.
You can vouch for Gemini. Like I
Yes,
said,
Gemini is great. However, if they're like, definitely, obviously, like, Google is ruling the roost right now. Where Toastmaster Aryan can share a tidbit.
like Max, I have thought of using Canva, but what others? I heard about Perplexity, but never used it myself, so not sure. So
What I
any
can
other?
let me maybe add to the conversation. I'll use generic terms. So I think any of the tools right now can be used much beyond what we are imagining.
Okay.
For example, if you're imagining that, can it analyze my Excel sheet? Of course it can, but much beyond. It can analyze 30 Excel sheets together. And literally we can copy paste entire content. We don't even have to format it. Just copy paste the entire thing, leave the intelligence to AI, and we'll be amazed. If you want to create something, you want to create presentations, we can say, for example, tell Gemini to create presentations by giving it raw data or asking it to research itself. We're going to be beyond amazed of what it can produce. So my suggestion, as I've experimented, is to leave the intelligence to AI and not put our human intelligence as a blocker to it thinking. Then the results are astonishing.
What is your goal with AI, by the way, Toastmaster Divya? What do you?
That's why, like, I don't want to miss the FOMO kinds of occur. So my work doesn't require me to use. It's a very manual, hand-to-hand work. In fact, like it's there. I can't explain it fully.
Mm-hmm.
But anything which can improve my day-to-day life, I do use Copilot a lot. I do use Copilot in presentations, Excels, and even a Word document. ChatGPT I use in a day, like just rather than searching on Google, I search things on ChatGPT, or sometime for making my speech better in Toastmasters, I'm doing that. So apart from this, any other day-to-day tool which is recommended, which I can check and find it more interesting than Copilot or ChatGPT?
What do
How
you
is
do, by the way?
Perplexity?
What do you do?
With like as in
Work. For work, what do you do?
I do client meetings. I do educate people on student visa applications thing.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, I guess I'll give the stage for a minute to Nalinish also, to be Toastmaster Nalinish, if she has any thoughts, I guess, first. Then I'll come back to.
Yes. So, just like I wanted to add some points. like being AI era, it is good to be ahead, and it is good to have that kind of knowledge that how to use these prompts. But I would really recommend that whosoever is using these AI tools, at least they should have the basic idea that how the things works. Basically, if you are using this in a Excel, then you should know that how it is working, like how you can do it manually. Let's take an example in the organization that you are working. There these tools are available. Let's take an example, Copilot. It is costly license, and if you are changing your job, because this world is really dynamic, you don't know that where you are going or what you are going to do next. So the basic thing is that if you don't have that kind of power, then still you should be able to sustain yourself. And the second thing is that like let's take an example. I don't rely on AI much, because there was two, like it happened multiple time, but there was a one a worst case. I had to set up a meeting with my VP, and in Zoom we do have a AI inbuilt. I gave a prompt to AI with the timeline, with the subject line, with the time zone as well, that you need to set up a meeting with IST, and it set up a wrong meeting with the wrong date. So I would say that yes, learning the things, it is okay. But the basic rule, the basic structure, each and individual should know, because that's the mind makeup you should have. Let's take example, you if you have to solve any mathematics questions or something like that, at least you should know what the way to solve it. Then you can obviously to minimize the time, to minimize overhead, you can just use those things. So yeah, this is the add-on I wanted to add. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yes, to be Toastmasters, Rajit.
So to answer your question exactly, Divya, I think that two things that have helped me. One is the inbuilt Google feature in the Android phone, especially. So day before yesterday only, I was taking a walk, and then I saw a plant on the side, and I thought that this looks familiar. I just searched through the Google Lens, and it was cannabis. Okay. So I mean, these kind of things. I saw a bird, and I was curious. Okay, which bird this is? And I just pointed the camera to it, and it just increases your knowledge, and it satiates your curiosity. One is that, and secondly, I think yesterday only my father was going through an FIR, so he's in police, and he couldn't understand because it was some technical crime. So I just put it in ChatGPT. I asked that, okay, analyze this FIR and tell me what the issue is, and then it could explain in very. It was a GST fraud and input tax credit fraud, ITC fraud. So they could very easily explain, okay, this is how ITC works, and this is um, how they committed the fraud, and this is how they earned money, how they made a loss to the government, and so on. So I think that these two things have helped me in my AI journey.
Yeah, thanks for your input. Yeah, I think something that I resonate a lot with Toastmaster Divya from what uh, guest Nalini said is that I saw this great YouTube video on AI, which is that if everything that you're doing right now, you're able to use AI, eventually when AI gets better, you're the first one who will be replaced because AI can do your job already. If you cannot use AI in your job, then your job is safer than anybody else, which does make sense. And also that it's important for you to make sure that if you are using AI, you're not, like the less you use your brain, the easier it is to stop, to lose critical thinking ability, to lose logical thinking ability. So it's important that you consciously make an effort that yes, I'm also doing the same amount of intelligence compute that I would be doing anyways. One thing that I have found very helpful, I'm working on something of my own. I'm trying to learn a whole new field of electronics and hardware that is not all the information out there is kind of textbook knowledge and not like everything is theory. There's no practical out there. So I have this whole text string. The AI that I use is Grok. It's from Elon Musk. It's XAI basically. I recommend that to people. And I have this whole like weeks, months long conversation of asking every possible question to it, and that's how I've been able to gain a lot of very familiar knowledge and a complete kind of understanding of a whole field just by talking to AI. That's something I would definitely recommend. Yes.
What I'm hearing is XI is the tool which I should experiment with.
Yes, Grok.
And
Grok. I'll put it in the chat.
draw. Okay. And another which Srajit recommended is using the Google Lens to find out what you see in and around your surrounding.
Yes.
So, okay, I will try with this too. I was like, everyone is talking about it. Am I missing something? I know indirectly I might be using AI in my day life, but if I, as a third person, if I want to learn more, how to start with it. So that was
Yeah.
my kind of question. Good.
Right.
Thank you for sharing insights, and I will try this Grok and maybe start using Google Lens.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Divya, and thanks a lot, Smayari and Toastman Alnish, for contributing that conversation of transformative change. AI comes up in every topic. Maybe AI is listening to our conversation and seeped in. But we have Toastmaster Minakshi and soon to be Toastmaster Ajay also joining. So I know we are at the fag end of the meeting, but we love to hear. So the theme today was Toastmaster Minakshi and soon to be Toastmaster or Toastmaster Ajay was transformative change. So we'd love to know from you that did you make any transformative change in your life which you're really proud about? Not normal change, not micro change, not a day to day change, but something which was way beyond your imagination that you could do for yourself or your society um, consciously. Starting with your Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Yeah, yes, I did. What I feel that for me, the transformative change was not listening to everyone else's advice, but what I want to do in life. So currently, what I do, um, public speaking, yoga, philosophy, psychology. As soon as I graduated from my college, I finished my engineering because that's what engineers do. They complete their engineering first, then figure out what to do next. Because the generation or the kind of time where I did my engineering, it wasn't just a degree. It was a trend that since everyone else is doing, you have that pressure that you have to be an engineer. So I did graduate my engineering, and there was a person who was into this personal development space, coachings, and he offered me that if you complete a neuro-linguistic programming course, which is conducted in Mount Abu by a coach named Ram Kapoor or Ram Sharma, someone like that. And if you complete that, I can use you as a trainer, as a coach. And while my college finished, I was into yoga, fitness, and there was a new fitness center that opened, and they were looking for yoga teachers. So both of the things slipped off, both the opportunities slipped off my hand because I feel that I wasn't prepared. Because public speaking is a responsibility, being a yoga teacher is a responsibility. And you need that container to hold the space for both, for coaching clients as well as for people who are looking for transformation through yoga. So, since I wasn't prepared mentally, I was just looking for options which can get me a paycheck. And that's what I got. I got a job that would get me a paycheck and nothing else. No purpose, no reason to work, just because I need money in my bank account to survive, to pay my bills. Bills which my job is creating in first place. Because if I don't have a job, I quite literally don't need an internet, a mobile phone, or fancy clothes. If I stay at home in pajamas all the day, yes, I can eat. I can go to a temple nearby and get one day meal to survive. So that led me to think of much more deeper things in life. I would question myself that what is the purpose of life? And when I asked myself that question, it made a huge shift in my mindset from survival mode. I wanted to be in growth and contribution mode. And that's when I decided to quit my job first and figure out later what I have to do. Because when you are in a job, it's kind of a cycle that you keep putting yourself into. If you like something for dopamine, you might do some shopping on your credit card, then you need money to pay your credit card bills. Now you're thinking that without salary, I can't survive. So I had to break that cycle. And the first step was quitting my job. I did not know whether job is for me or what is meant for me. And as soon as I quit my job, within a week's time, yeah, sure, Nanish, you can go next. So within 1 week's time, I was just scrolling internet because that's how you pass time when you don't have a job. And I found this ad which was about how you can use yoga therapy for your mental health, and it was quite reasonable for me. The course fee wasn't too high, so I signed up immediately without any second thoughts. And as soon as I entered my first class of yoga, it wasn't about stretch your body like this, bend your back like that. It was all about you. Who are you? That was the topic of the first session. And people were introducing themselves, people were telling what's their life about. And as soon as everyone finished their introduction, what my yoga teacher said was exactly what I wanted to hear. He said that if you have met me in your life, it's not just a coincidence. It is because you were trying to find your purpose. And that hit me hard because actually I was looking for purpose in life. And just a couple of months before I signed up for this program, I was reading this book. I highly recommend this to everyone who have been through stages like me, totally confused. This book is called Discover Your Destiny by Robin Sharma. And there was a line in that book that hit me hard, that it's not in human capacity to find your destiny. All you can do is you can grow yourself, you can progress your mindset like that, that your destiny come finds you. And I think when my yoga teacher, the very first yoga teacher said that, I realized, yes, it is. When I put myself out of that survival mode, when I was out there putting myself that, yes, I want to find my purpose, but before that, I want to prepare my mindset. And the teacher appeared. And from there, everything has been so smooth, because what I see now is life is all about distraction. Why we need to meditate? The very important question that I am asked myself is why we need to meditate now. I think when I was growing up in 1990s, it wasn't a very popular thing, meditation. Why meditate now? Because world now is all about distractions. Your mobile phone, notifications, reels in social media, people around you, it's all about distraction. So if distraction is something which is not required for human, it should have been lost in evolution, just like our tail or hair on the body or we walking on all fours. But distraction is a survival mechanism. And now so this survival mechanism has taken over our chemical secretions so much so that we are always overstimulated. So just to go back to that state where we can focus more, we need to train our brain more to stay focused, not distracted, because it's no longer a survival mechanism. So now the survival mechanism has shifted to being staying focused. So which is why we need to meditate more. And it's not like that you have to sit in a yogi pose or the siddhasana to meditate. Meditation can be done in everyday activities, like whenever you are doing something, like I am speaking, I'm 100% present here. No distraction, no mobile phone. I'm able to see you, I'm able to talk, I'm able to feel. This is what a meditative state is. When you're fully 100% completely present, when you can sense something with all your five senses. That's exactly what meditation is. And this was the transformative experience for me, because previously what I was doing, my mind was somewhere else, I'm working on somewhere else, and my body feels something else. And I'm trying to tell myself, no, I'm okay, I'm happy. So, getting in sync with my mind, body, and soul, this was one of the most transformative experience for me. What about you, Nalnesh?
Yeah, so thank you, Minachi, for giving me this opportunity. So, for me, that there is one transformative story that I do have. So, if I tell about my childhood, so there is one small village in that my father and my mother they used to live, and we we were three kids, so siblings. So, like my y- elder sister, and then elder brother, then me. So, like the family situations, they were then there was so much kind of problems, financial problems, and like for me, what I can say that whenever financial problems come, other problems always come together. So I was studying in the class of six, and at the same time, my father diagnosed with blindness. He was having some kind of illness issue in his eyes, so he was not able to see. So after that, my brother was doing a labor work in 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 the city of Lucknow, and I used to go school, and after that, my father was admitted, and there was no finances those can be spent on that, and even for me in the school, my fee was due, and I had no copy, I had no notebooks and all. So I thought that let's let's take this let's take this away, and just leave this study and just go for work. So I came to Lucknow and I started doing labor work. Meanwhile, I requested to my principal that sir, I will try to study my own, but please my name should be admitted, so that whenever I'm stable and whenever I'm able to do the things, I will come back. So like they were really good, and they took that initiative, and so after that, I started working. I was a labor. I started working from the day when my like day for day one work, that I used to be paid for 100 rupees only. I started working, and it took me around 5 years. After that, I I was able to complete those things, like my family was stable and each and everything was good. Then I started doing a study, and while I was studying, I started working as well. And after that, I got the job for a computer operator. Then I thought that as of now, I'm constructing my own house as well, and the house at my native place, the house construction is also going on. So like to doing the labor work where I was not able to speak with the people in Hindi as well. As of now, I'm able to work with at the corporate level, and being senior, and as of now, to be able to speak English. I do have multiple degrees as well. I do have multiple certifications as well. So I think the hard work that I did in my past, that is getting paid up. As of now, still, like whatever I'm doing, I do with my intents, with my full potential, so that whatever I am doing, I should be able to do that. I can say that it is because of fear, or it is because the past I have, I don't want to repeat that. So that's the thing. Like it is really it is really within the time. I do have lots of say, but yeah, this is what you can say in the short. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sundup Tosman Nalnish, and thanks a lot, Tosman Meenakshi, for those inspiring, transformative change stories. I'm sure that's going to leave us with quite a few ideas and thoughts of how life shapes up, how transformation happens, and hopefully, we'll have a lot of transformative stories for 2026 where we change ourselves or transform our environment with the maximum powerhouse energy that we can gather. So I wish every day we live with the most beautiful maximum energy through meditation, visualization, exercise, uh, hanging around with the right people, right mindset, coaching, training, mentoring, and succeeding to the best of our ability. Thank you. It was wonderful being your Toastmaster today. And I wish us all a happy weekend, a fantastic weekend. And for the Toastmasters, if already not, please do register for Oration. The early bird prices are true. Toastmaster Aaron can vouch for that, because last year I remember the prices went up by 5 to 6 thousand for 3 days, gradually. So those Oration, for those not familiar, is a 3 day district event concluding the year for competition. So we have an international speech contest which goes from club to area to division, and then the final speeches happen at the district level. It'll happen in Gurgaon in one of the five-star hotels. You have the entire stage by yourself to present to the best of the best Toastmasters in the room. And there's no other stage like that. Pin drop silence, everyone focused on you. You are in the limelight and presenting the best speech of your life. There's no better experience in Toastmaster than that. And beside that, you get to hang out with all the Toastmasters at night, exchange stories, have fun. So that's a fantastic experience. The early bird prices are true, definitely. So if you are sure that you're going to enroll, I'll suggest you take that discount and enroll. But if you want to wait, wait it out. But you can clarify from any of the district officers of what oration entails. Thanks a lot. I wish you all a happy weekend. I'll conclude the proceedings and Toastmasters are informed to stop the YouTube live.
You can hand over the stage to the PO.
Yes, over to PO to conclude the proceedings.
Thank you very much, Timod. Um, so just to expand for the guests, we have something called the International Speech Contest that happens every year around January, February. So we have 7 rounds, and if you are familiar, if you go to the absolute top and you win, you become the world champion of public speaking, which is why Toastmaster Anjuman has been mentioning at all meeting. And we have the first round that is coming up in 2 weeks. That will be the club level, where everybody from the club that is interested in competing will be giving their speeches. I'll send you the YouTube handle link after the meeting. And that is the contest that we have planned. So we have club level, 2 winners from club level go to area level, 2 winners from area level, division level, and then the district contest happens in a huge event that is very fun. Definitely recommend, called Oration. That is what we are preparing for right now. It happens around April, I believe. Or is it May? Is it? I think it's May. May 16th to 18th is when it happened last year. And for any guests, would definitely recommend for you to get familiar with the contest structure, see the contest speeches even the week after next, and that will be very fun for all of you. Anyways, thank you all for making this meeting a huge success. And before we end, I will just want to have a word with our guests. So, hi to be Toastmasters Rajit. Any feedback do you have for our session today? How did you like it?
So I liked it a lot and don't really have a feedback because for feedback you should have some prior experience, right? Then you can tell someone that okay, this was good or this was not good. But since I don't have the same, I think it was a fun session and I liked how everyone spoke. Um, and yeah, it was a nice experience.
Great. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot for joining. And yes, I will speak to you after the meeting. And to be Toastmaster Lalish, I'll share the YouTube link with you. Thank you all for making the Bright Beginning Toastmasters meeting a success. And with that, I will call the meeting. Yes, to be Toastmaster Webber.
No, you can end the meeting and then I just want to
Okay.
speak to you.
With that, I call the meeting